Hey friends, Becca here with another belly blasting tip for you today. And this one is not so much how to lean down in your stomach, though it will be the side effect, as it's way more important just to make sure you do this to focus on the back protection. So if you lift free weights like I do, you really want to just make sure you know these things. And if you don't lift free weights like I do, I really think that you should. A lot of women think it'll make them really, really bulky and big up here. Now, I'm somebody who loves to lift weights, and you might think that I look a little bit bulky, but that's just because I have about 10 more pounds to lose, and I know that my whole issue is diet, and I'm working on that every single day. And I'm getting there. I'm almost to my goal. So don't look at me and think, I don't want to look like that, or don't look at women that are really, really bulky and think, I don't want to look like that, and don't lift weights. Lifting weights is the best way to lean down and tone up, to burn muscle, or to burn calories and to burn fat. The best way is to build muscle. So I think every woman should have a weightlifting day in their workout plan at least once a week, if not 3 or 4 times a week. But, warning, if you lift, which I'm going to show you my biggest tips, you have got to make sure you protect your back. And the best way to do that is to focus on your core. So what I think a lot of times is not covered nearly enough in workout videos or even with trainers, because I used to have a personal trainer before I found Beachbody. But even with Beachbody, I feel like the best person that ever explained the ab work was Chalene Johnson with Chalene Extreme. She teaches things like don't bear down, don't push your belly out to stay strong or to get your weights moved in a certain way. Unfortunately, though Tony Horton is my guru and I love him forever, I just feel like in the P90X series they don't talk quite enough about abdominal alignment and strength. So I'm just going to show you a couple tips to always use every single time you put a weight in your hand, put a program in that involves weights. In yoga, we have what's called different alignments and loops and spirals and lines of energy through the body, and some of them are the most imperative to protecting your back. So I use those alignments in my weightlifting. So a good tip that you can use when you're doing I'll just use a bicep curl for some of my examples, but is just to squeeze the knees together and have them slightly bent. When you're doing an arm workout, notice that my elbows are slightly in front of my rib cage, not back here or on the side, but they're in the front. That works your biceps. Back here just works your shoulders. But the point is that when I'm doing any arm exercise, my knees are squeezing together like I'm holding a piece of paper between my knees at all times. That will activate your abdominal strength and protect your back. Another thing you can think about is a loop going towards the inside of your thighs. Like there's a line of energy pulling from the outer thighs to the inner thighs, pulling your thighs together and back, and then you tuck your tailbone at the same time, because that thigh loop will, if you actively think about turning your inner thighs inside, that will sometimes make your hips splay out or your tailbone come up. But if you do that inward spiral of the thighs at the same time as you tuck your tailbone, that really activates your core. And for me, my arms are sort of just going through the motions. It's my stomach that I'm focusing all of my energy on right now. So when I slightly bend my knees and go up into another arm workout, I am focusing all of my energy on my gut, my stomach strength. Especially in moves like this, you just really want to make sure your stomach is protecting your back. So again, with the knees bent, a lot of trainers teach that with your knees bent, you're kind of engaged. They just don't talk enough, especially to women, who really have to focus extra hard on their gut and keeping their belly strong, that you should be pulling your belly button in towards your spine, almost doing like a micro crunch every time you move a weight around. All in the belly strength. Again, they might mention it here or there. I think it needs to be reiterated and mentioned all the time. Every time you're doing an arm workout, it's all about the strength of your belly. Your belly, belly should be in your head. Hear my voice. Every time you pick up a weight, suck it all in, draw it in. This is your core. This is where your strength and your protection for your back is always going to be. It's the most important piece to working out with barbells, dumbbells, any kind of weight. Make sure you promise me for the rest of your life that anytime you pick up a kid, a box, a can of soup, or a dumbbell, that you engage your abs so tight, you pull it all back and in, tilt your hips forward, belly back, shoulders back and down, suck it in, strong belly, and that will protect your back for the rest of your life and get you super, super strong in the process. I love you all. Bye.